Travesty, abomination, and disrespectful were the first words that came to mind when the 2017 NFL Hall of Fame class was announced. Not because of the guys who were inducted, but because of the one guy who wasn't. For the second consecutive year, Terrell Owens was unfortunately left off this list. When I heard the results, I, like many of you, were wondering, how could this happen to a player who's brought so much to the game? Well, what exactly qualifies a player as a Hall of Famer? I know it's subjective, but according to the Pro Football Hall of Fame's official website, quote, an individual is recognized for his accomplishments as a player when elected. All right, so let's talk about T.O.'s accomplishments as a player. 6-time Pro Bowler, 5-time first-team All-Pro, member of the NFL's 2000s All-Decade team, 2nd all-time in receiving yards, 3rd all-time in receiving touchdowns, and not to mention, he racked up 9 catches for 122 yards in a Super Bowl where he was playing on one leg. Now, if those credentials don't scream first ballot Hall of Famer, then clearly the voting system is flawed. The problem is Skip Bayless and other pundits want to continuously point out his character flaws and his polarization as reasons for keeping him out the Hall. But last I checked, the Hall of Fame isn't about who's the most likable person. It's about which person produced on the gridiron every Sunday. And while T.O. was definitely not a perfect human being, guess what? Neither are any of us. In fact, there are many people in the Hall of Fame who were flawed individuals and sparked division amongst teams. Do I need to bring up a particular number 4 that used to play for the Packers? Anyway, his accomplishments speak for themselves. And in my book, he's the 2nd greatest receiver to play the game behind Jerry Rice. So maybe voters should focus more on what he did on the field versus what he did off. It is my hope that he does eventually make his way into Canton. But if for whatever reason he doesn't, in the words of T.O., the Hall of Fame is a joke.